Hi and welcome. Message from my collective spirit, one of highest good as always, and for those who need it the most. With the energy of, because we've got three major planetary placements happening today, which is Mars is entering Taurus, which is good, good. My placement as well. But unusually I feel quite frustrated with life at the moment. I don't know why. Like I should have been chill. But anywho, that means that kind of some major things will be happening. Usually that's the feeling I'm kind of getting. And also Moon and Venus are both entering Cancer. So with that, I feel like, with energy of Taurus and Cancer, earth and water signs. So in terms of Mars, we might be in parts feeling like slowing down a little bit, like, with Taurus's energy and Mars energy. So we might be a little bit more patient as well, I want to say. And with Venus and Moon both entering Cancer, I feel that with that one, like, I think some kind of gentleness will be waking up within us as well. Maybe even a desire to kind of withdraw a little bit from everything. We might be kind of a little bit more nurturing about our personal space, about our home, making our home a little bit nicer and more cozy. There's something about on those notes. Shuffling the cards, I have Two of Wands coming out. So I feel precisely a lot of you might be currently in this little bit of a limbo of energy of like, where is it that I want to go? What is it that I want to do? Yeah, I've got Four of Swords coming out. So I feel Four of Swords is brilliantly kind of matching the current planetary placements that we enter in this period of just rest, not doing anything, not bothering yourself with anything, just retreating a little bit to your own space. I had Nine of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles, and the Sun is coming out as well. So I feel with this, like, when it comes to you maybe stressing or worrying, and something that, you have been, I feel like with this, that you might be so used to hardships and so used to being in a cold and all this kind of struggles that you have to push through. And I feel also anxiety comes through with this energy. So maybe you have been in this anxious energy for quite some time, and it feels that, with this Two of Wands and this Four of Swords, so right now you're resting, you are in this period of rest before you take some kind of decisive action moving forward. And that's absolutely fine. Take your time with this, because when it comes to this period, that this longer period of stress and worrying that you are coming out from, because having the Sun as well coming out, which is like a very positive confirmation that these energies are shifting. And if you're feeling yourself to be a little bit like like on these Four of Swords, like literally fucking flat on the ground, that's absolutely fine. Just give yourself that time. And in with this Two of Wands, I feel that like internally, like practicing theory, so that kind of one kind of hearing. So in theory, you feel yourself to be ready, but in a practical sense, you're not ready to kind of make that step or take that action. Like, it feels that you're still processing something here. But with the Sun coming out, I feel like, some kind of clarity is incoming into your life, and like illumination as well, and joy is returning to your life, I want to say as well. What else is coming out? We've got Two of Pentacles. So yeah, this is the limbo I've been talking about that you might be finding yourself in. But we had the Hierophant, we had the Emperor, yeah, with this Two of Pentacles. And also there's a Tower and the Fool that showed up. So I feel with this one, like, right now, you might be still weighing in between whether, yeah, and obviously with this Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands. So I feel like, with this energy, you might be still a little bit in that weighing kind of process, whether you're going to stay where you are or whether you're going to move forward with your life, or whether you're going to change something. There's like a big energy of change as well, yeah, with this Tower and this Fool. And I feel with this Emperor card and this Hierophant card, I feel like, you are like genuinely what you're battling here with, and what you're sort of struggling to decide like on what to go with. And I feel with that is, what's the word to kind of put it? When it comes to your own powers, when it comes to your own self-belief as well, is very important in here. This is something, and I'm noticing this snake wrapping around this rock, and there's a number 16 on it, so number 16 might be significant. And I feel that precisely what you're battling with, and yeah, there's a 15 on the Emperor as well that I'm noticing, so number 15, 16. So what you're battling yourself with, I feel, and obviously this thing that is wrapping around you is like, you know, this snake energy, this like kind of evil energy, or negative energy. And I feel it has a lot to do with you perceiving yourself in that light. Maybe you perceiving yourself that, you know, you don't have enough power, enough energy, or enough drive to get out of this very long kind of anxious and desperate kind of cycle that you might be finding yourself in. It feels like you're on this precipice now. It feels like, you know, with one leg, like, you know, literally like with one leg, like in this full card. So with one leg, you are already in that new door. But there is this, you know, past is still having that some kind of hold on you in here. And I feel it has a lot to do with you maybe, yeah, like looking at this Nine of Swords, maybe you being scared of what's on the other side of that door. That's why you're just standing in that door frame, like, you know, in this non-action, non-motion, like with this Four of Swords. You are maybe frozen or paralyzed in some way. That's maybe what you've kind of feeling. But, you know, with this Hierophant and this Emperor card, like, you know, your energy, what kind of comes through with this, like, you know, you have powers, like, you know, bigger powers than you giving yourself credit for. And most importantly, like, you know, power to change things anytime you want. Like, you know, the way you're keeping yourself, whatever you're telling yourself, whatever you want to do, like, you know, your soul, your spirit is following it because of the amazing kind of energy that you possess and the powers that you possess. I feel like you've been playing it small most of your life, where in fact you the shit, like, you know, basically what's coming through with this energy today. And with this Tower and this Fool, I feel like when it comes to this new beginning and this new spark for life, yeah, this is very significant as well, because, you know, on the top of the Fool card there's this little flame burning, and so is on that Sun. So I feel like there's some kind of flame burning literally inside of your mind at the moment, and it feels like, you know, it's pushing you to do something. It's pushing you to, you know, get out of this stagnant energy, get out of this mental prison you might be finding yourself in, or, you know, these thoughts that you're inflicting on yourself. Because let's not forget, you are the one, like, you know, with this Emperor, you are the one who takes charge over everything, including your own thoughts. So I feel like, you know, everything that you've created around yourself up until now, it has been done by your own thinking, by the way you thinking about yourself, by the way you thinking about your reality. This is very important with this message. And with this Two of Pentacles and Two of Wands, like, you know, this is like time for you to just make that right decision. Like, you know, yeah, Sun, Emperor, this Hierophant, make that right decision, because you know you want it. You know you want this new beginning. You know you are ready to kind of crumble the old and let go of the old, so you can, like, you know, finally step into this brand new day, like, you know, this brand new era. I'm noticing Four of Wands on the bottom, but let's see if it comes out. I'm going to shuffle one more time before I check my bottom. Yeah, Ten of Cups is coming out. So when it comes to that everything and this emotional fulfillment, like, you know, like I said, it's right outside of that door, like, you know, yeah, Four of Wands coming out. So, and this home, this union maybe that you've been thinking of, or it feels that, you know, you've put yourself in some kind of waiting room in here, or you've put yourself on hold, like, you know, when it comes to that emotions, when it comes to that happiness. It feels in a lot of ways that, you know, you're denying it to yourself in parts, thinking that, you know, you can't have it, or, you know, this is just not for you, and you are just better off on your own, or you're just better off for the things to stay as they are, because maybe in ways you are a little bit afraid of change. Yeah, let me just check what's on the bottom as well. So there's a Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Six of Wands, the Hermit, Two of Wands, the Moon. Wow, okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Right, yeah, we'll get to these. So yeah, coming back to the fact that, you know, you're stopping yourself from that. Yeah, we had the Two of Swords coming out. There's a Nine of Wands. Yes, you've been hurt. Something else happened to you that wounded you deeply, and you might be above this, you know, you might be a sensitive person with this Moon coming out here, so you might be a lot, you know, a lot in your feels, and you may be allowing this to take over your life. So at the moment, it feels like with this Hermit, you know, you might be currently finding yourself in a stage of, like, you know, introspection, in a stage of, like, soul searching. So you might feel yourself to be isolating, you might feel yourself to be withdrawing from everything, but, you know, having Queen of Pentacles showing up as well. So I feel it speaks again about that internal worth of yours. It's time for you to realize your own worth and stop playing it small and stop putting yourself down. Other people will do it for you. So with the Six of Wands, like, you know, there's a big energy of success and you coming out on top. So if you've been battling with something, and especially with yourself, because you're coming back to this Emperor here. So I feel like, you know, the biggest battle you are facing is the one with yourself at the moment. And you are you're keeping that blindfold on. In some ways, you feel yourself to be on this crossroads. Yeah, we had two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and now this Two of Swords. So I feel when it comes to your mind, you might find yourself to be split in two, like, you know, you don't necessarily know what direction you want to take. Like, you know, with this Two of Pentacles, you may be finding yourself to be a little bit confused in the sense of like, what is of value to you, what matters to you. Because the moment you make that clear to yourself, like the moment you make it clear to yourself, like with this Emperor and this Sun, what matters to you, what is it that you want, where is it that you want to go. But I feel with this energy, yeah, oh my God, King of Swords is showing up as well. So I feel with this energy in here, like, you know, you might be that type of person, and precisely this is your problem, and this is what is kind of standing in a way a little bit, is because you are the type of person who does struggle to make a decision, like a clear decision. And I feel it has a lot to do with you maybe withdrawing a lot of feelings, a lot of thoughts, like, you know, you're keeping a lot of things to yourself, like, you know, you're keeping a lot of things in. And with this Hermit as well, you might be a loner, you might be a person who prefers their own company, or you might be a person who finds that peace in that solitude, because you feel like you don't have to deal with any drama or any problems. But like, you know, with this Temperance as well and this Strength, look, Two of Cups is here as well. So we had all the twos, two coming out. So with this, like, you know, and I feel the choice as well, coming back to this choice. So I feel that that has a lot to do as well with some kind of love interest, somebody that you might be interested in. And with this Temperance and this Strength, so it feels that it refers to some kind of connection that maybe has been on your mind for quite some time, or something that you've been trying to kind of gather that courage to go and express, like, you know, to someone. There's some kind of feelings, and yeah, with this Two of Cups showing, so now I kind of explained a little bit more in that point of choice that you have, or this decision that you're struggling to make. It feels that yeah, because of the wounds that you had, and you might feel that, you know, you are a bit afraid of being vulnerable. You might be afraid of making a fool out of yourself again, or that, you know, that somebody's going to play with your feelings, or is gonna mess up your life. Like, you know, you've got this big fear of that. But, you know, you had 10 of Pentacles in here, and with the Ace of Wands and that Wheel of Fortune. So I feel when it comes to this certain connection that you might have on your mind, that you're kind of a little bit afraid to reach out for, afraid to maybe make a step or make yourself known to this person in some way. Yeah, looking at that King of Swords and King of Cups is here as well. So yeah, you do harbor some kind of feelings for somebody, but, you know, with this King of Swords, I feel like you're a lot in your head about this. And, you know, with the Six of Swords, maybe you've had some kind of conflict with this person. That's what kind of makes you a little bit afraid of contacting them or reaching out to them or seeing them. You know, you're afraid of that conflict. Like, you know, you live a lot in your head, like with this King of Swords. But King of Cups showing up as well. King of Cups invites you to, you know, tune into your heart center and follow your heart in this endeavor. Like, you know, follow your heart in this pickle that you are in. If you're struggling to make that choice and make that decision, like, you know, don't rely on your head in this situation. You have to rely on your heart. That's a big message. Because with this Wheel of Fortune and this Ace of Wands and this 10 of Pentacles, when you make that choice to take that leap, to take that risk, like with this Fool, you know, reach out to this person that you've been thinking about, you know, because I feel that you might be the avoidant person in this connection, with these cards showing, and like, you know, you might be putting yourself currently, like, you know, with this Four of Swords in this waiting room, or you feel that, you know, there's too much on your head at the moment. But what I kind of also just heard, the problem shared is problem halved, right? So you may be finding yourself, like, you know, to try and deal with everything on your own. You're keeping so much in, you're keeping so much to yourself, and this is slowly killing you. Like, you know, this is what is causing you this. And, you know, with this Knight of Pentacles, like, you know, you've been in this loop for ages and ages. And, you know, and message with that as well, like, you know, with this Emperor, by speaking out your truth. Notice number 27 as well on the Tower might be significant. So you know, with this Emperor, so this new beginning of yours, like, you know, with this Wheel of Fortune and this Ace of Wands in here, so by you taking that chance, like, you know, because Wheel of Fortune is a big chance card, by you taking that chance and by you following that heart of yours and following those feelings of yours and getting out of your fucking head, when you do that, like, you know, with this 10 of Pentacles, look, like, you're gonna have all of it, like, you all of it, like fucking all of it. Sunshine, rainbows, money, love, happiness, family, everything. And right balance as well. Come on, Empress is showing as well. Empress is showing as well. So yeah, this definitely speaks here about that balance needing to be restored within certain connection. Somebody with whom, yeah, there's this two of cups with this 4 of wands. So somebody who is very important to you, I want to say, like somebody that you do care for, like, you know, with this king of cups in here, like, you know, you do care about this person, but you allowing yourself to be stuck in the root of the old thinking. Like, you know, you need to allow all of these old ways of thinking to crumble, die, and clear the path. Like, you know, clear the path, because it's time for you to start anew. It's time for this new adventure, for this new journey, alongside of the person that cares for you as well. Like, you know, there is this exchange, equal exchange of that energy. And I feel with the 6 of Pentacles, maybe, like, you know, you haven't in some way, or, you know, vice versa, like, you know, there's something that energetically maybe haven't been reciprocated, like, you know, because, and I feel it has a lot to do with, yeah, this person that's coming out with these cards. So with somebody who, it might be you, it might be the person in question, take it how it resonates, because this is a collective message, so it's hard sometimes to kind of directly and, you know, pinpoint to exact the details. But yeah, with the 6 of Pentacles, I feel, and this Empress and this Emperor, so I feel with this one, like, you know, somebody here might have not been equally reciprocating in this connection, and I feel it has a lot to do with one party being like in this mental prison, in this mental hell that they allow themselves to take over their lives and take over their path, where in fact, like, you know, they are massively powerful and they have all the ability to change things to their own desires, and they can change things how they please. But I feel like there's this little a lack of understanding that in them, like, you know, they just giving things to chances, yeah, like, you know, with this Wheel of Fortune, they're just allowing things to happen by chance, where in fact, you know, there's like this big element of them needing to realize that, you know, they are the one in control, you know, you are the one in control all the time. So with this Ace of Pentacles though, and that Star, yeah, oh my god, we come in full circle here, from the 4 again to the World. So yeah, like, you know, you beginning again, like, you know, this is like a restart of something here. It's time to close this old cycle. It's time to say goodbye to this old cycle. With this Hanged Man here, you need to look at things differently. Maybe, you know, you've been stuck in some kind of way of thinking that, you know, is not changing anything for you. You need to change that thinking. It's all about that thinking, you know. Our brains is a fucking, like, you know, it creates everything. Like, you know, this is the God in our reality. So with the Star as well here, and this Ace of Pentacles, so, you know, this new beginning is everything that you were wishing for, like, you know, this, and I feel it has a lot to do with that person that you kind of avoided, and the person that you're sort of being afraid to let yourself known to, or, you know, other way around. So it feels that, you know, what you're really running away from is your wish come true. So come on, what are you gonna do? Love you, bye.